Hey guys, Christian here. Welcome back to another 335i episode. I know it's been a long time since the last one, but there's a reason why. For those of you guys that have been following me for some time, you probably already know that I didn't have any headlights on my car. I took them off, shipped them over to a company so I can get some custom work done to them, which is why I haven't uploaded much 335i content. But that changes today since I received them a few days ago, and we're about to go install them right now. All right, so I'm gonna take my wife's CX-5 to where my car is located right now. Guys, it is brutally hot out here in Orlando. Holy crap. You guys are probably wondering, where are you driving to? Where's your car at? If you're not following me on Instagram, then you probably might have not seen it. But I started renting a garage recently that became available here in the neighborhood, which is very rare. I mean, they become available maybe once every 6 months. So I snagged it real quick. The only thing is, it's not necessarily close to where I live. It's on the other side of the neighborhood. So I either have to walk there, it takes like 5 minutes, or I can drive there. But either way, it's better than being out in the sun, and I'll have a little storage area so I can do some DIY work for the 335i. Okay, we're here. This is where my 335's at, inside of this garage. There she is. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of dig the look without the headlights. Sort of makes it look like a Grim Reaper of some sort. I don't know. As you guys can see, it's a pretty big garage, not in width, but in length for sure. There's not really much in it because I haven't worked in here yet, but definitely got to fix this place up, add some shelves and some tools and stuff like that. But pretty sweet, much better than working outside in the hot Florida sun. What do you guys think about the garage? I think it looks pretty good. It does the job. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and unload some of the stuff that I have on the SUV into the garage, which I'm gonna use to remove the bumper and install the headlights. So yeah. All right, much better. We got a table, we got some tools, jack and jack stand. One thing I really don't like about the garage is that the only electrical outlet is on the ceiling up here, which makes it a pain. So I'm gonna have to run an extension, which is why I have this one right here. And then we have some splitters here so we can plug in some more stuff. Ultimately, I'm gonna have it hanging down, and then eventually I'll have it so it's hanging across this way and attached along the walls. But yeah, for now, this is all I got. Another thing that's not really too good about the garage, there's no windows in here, as you can see. And it's very humid, very hot in here. I don't have a fan, I don't have an AC unit, so I have to figure that out for the next video. For today, I'm just gonna torture myself and get it over with. But I gotta figure something out. If you guys have any suggestions and you have a garage and maybe you have something to cool it, what do you guys use? What type of fans? Or I heard that there's an AC unit where it's water power. Any suggestions, let me know in the comment section below, because there's no way I can work in this humidity inside of this garage. Well, there you go, that's the setup right there. Bright orange cable running down the middle of the garage, straight to the splitter here, so I can plug in multiple things. It is what it is. Doesn't look neat, but it gets the job done. I'll tell you something, guys. Sometimes it's not easy being a YouTuber. They got some loud music playing from the pool area over there. Right now they stopped it, which is good. But every time they play music, I have to stop recording, because if the AI system on YouTube picks it up, I can get copyright claimed, get demonetized, or they can just remove the video completely. So I have to record between soundtracks or when they're playing the music very, very low. And this is why today's work is probably gonna take a lot longer than it's supposed to, because I have to work around that. I can always just record it and then do a voiceover, but I don't wanna do that. It's not as personal as me talking to the camera to you guys. So we'll work around that, we'll make it work. Oh, that's right, let me show you guys what the headlights look like. You guys are probably like, what the hell, man? Stop talking nonsense, we just wanna see the headlights. By the way, I haven't seen them in person yet, so you guys will be seeing it at the same time that I'll be seeing them for the first time. Alright guys, here they are, my custom headlights for the 335i. My god, they look even better in person than they look like in the pictures online. So as you guys can see, nothing too crazy. I didn't go with any crazy design. I wanted more of an OEM look with ring lights that are fully lit, very bright. You know, the stock ones are not very good. It's like the ring is partially lit. And even when I swapped it out for a Lux LED bulb for the inside. Yes, it made it brighter, but it was still brighter on some parts than other parts. And you know, it looked good, better than the yellow halogen one that you normally get, but this is gonna look much better. Of course, once I install them, I'll show you what they look like lit up. Apparently, you shouldn't be able to see any individual LED lights in there.
I purchased these custom headlights from a company called Bay Optics. They offer a variety of styles and they can pretty much customize your BMW headlights however you want. I myself decided to go with the E90X pre-LCI round ring retrofit, which come with V3 round ringlets with advanced gel coating. The chrome color inside of the headlights housing also gets stripped and painted satin black. You can add many other options like demon eyes, but like I said, I wanted to keep mine as clean and OEM looking as possible. I was able to partner up with them and offer you guys a discount. If you're a domestic viewer and use the code VehicleVirals at checkout or use the link in the description below, you'll get free shipping that'll normally cost you $75.
And as you guys can see, I have a fresh set of lens on here, so I don't have to keep reading y'all comments that talk about the faded headlights and how I should buff them out or change them or whatever. Look, it's handled, guys. It's handled. Clear, clean. Looks crisp. Oh yeah, and I got one more box here from SEP Euro. Let me show you guys what's inside. Can you guys tell what this is? These are the rubber moldings that sit right on top of the headlights underneath the hood. Here, I'll show you guys. All right, so you see the top of the headlight right here? Well, this slides right into that area. Right there, it clips right there, and you see it acts as a sealant right above the headlight, and then the hood closes over it. If you look at the old ones, look how toasty they were melting, and it was getting on the headlights, and it was nasty and sticky or whatever. And that's mainly because I was parking the car outside for so long, and I mean, the car is what, like 11 years old, so these are things that you need to replace eventually. So anyway, so I got some new ones for some new headlights. Why not? All right, time to jack up the 335i and install the headlights and see how good they're gonna look. So you guys can see my car sits pretty low on these 19-inch VMR wheels. So I really wanna get to the front lower section here. There's a jacking point underneath the car, so I can jack up the whole front end, so I can take the wheels off, and it's much easier to remove the bumper. But this jack is not gonna make it all the way there. So I found what works is, we'll take the jack here, jack up the car from the rear high enough so you can put a jack stand here, which should give you enough room to put the jack down here, lift it up from the center, and go around and put a jack stand on the other side, and that's it. Voila, it works. All right, time to make it happen. You see, now that we have the jack stand here on the front driver's side, that gives us more than enough room to stick this jack all the way down there and get to that jacking point, which is right there. Bingo. All right, that should be high enough. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, right on the money. Right on the money. So now that we got the jack stand on that side, we have the jack stand on this side. Now we can lower the center one. That's it. All right, since I don't have like a cinder block or a wooden block, I do have this 30-pound weight. I'm gonna sit this right back here. There you go, safety measures, baby. There you go, now I got more than enough room to work with. Time to get the wheels off, take the fender linings out so I can get to like where the brackets are at for the headlights. And that's it, we'll be on our way. You guys, I'm dying here. It is so hot in this garage. I really need a fan or an AC unit. I need something. God, I don't know how I'm gonna survive today, honestly. I do got this big jug of water. This is gonna be my savior for today. If you're ever working on your car, stay hydrated, very important. By the way, guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure and follow me there. I will be filming a lot more 335i content going forward. And I like to put a lot of behind the scene footages on Instagram. So yeah, follow me. By the way, if you don't know how to remove your bumper on this platform, it's pretty easy. You got the torque screws at the top, you take those off. And then you got the headlight kind of washer right here. You got to pull that out, take that off. You got the bolts underneath the bumper. There's a few there. I don't have that many because I have a lip. I think I have like 5 or 6. And then you don't have to remove your tire and rim to get to the fender lining and remove all the bolts that are in there. But since I have bigger wheels, it's really hard even when I turn it all the way in. So I'm gonna remove the wheel and then just take that off. And then you do the same on this side as well. Pretty easy stuff. Bumper comes right off. I really hate these headlight washer covers. They're such a pain to get off. Do you guys equally have as much trouble as I do when I take these off? Like, it destroys your finger. You have to like pull them out really strong and then take this little part, the little clips, unclip it and take it off. But just holding this one out here destroys your fingers. Look, I even destroyed one of the covers right here. It's completely gone. Well, this sucks. I'll figure it out though. I'm an idiot. I was trying to remove the whole bumper here and I almost ripped the wiring for the freaking fog lights. I gotta disconnect those first. Alright, gotta do the same for this side as well. Crap, the freaking bumper's gonna fall off. Hold on. Alright, now that the bumper's somewhat secure, let me see if I can get this fog light cable off. Yep, there it is. We're good now. Alright, so the bumper is completely off. Yeah, you see that really nice fat intercooler down there. Anyways, if you noticed, I did leave the bracket to the headlights on here. Apparently I disassembled it the worst possible way because now it's going to be really hard to install the headlights back on. There was a certain way that you can do it where the whole bracket with the headlight comes off, and I chose to do it a different way because there was a very annoying bolt somewhere down here that I couldn't get to, so I did it this way. But apparently it's going to be much harder to install the headlights because I did it that way. Wish me luck. It's pretty filthy right here. Yeah, even though it's covered, nobody really gets to see. I'm going to clean it up and make sure it looks good. Just so I know in my mind that it's clean. Alright, it's not the cleanest, but it looks better than before. Some of it is just kind of stuck on there, and I'm not going to mess too much with it. I'm already got limited time, so alright, let's go ahead and install these headlights. Alright guys, so let me give you a word of advice. This is where I screwed up. You see this little bracket right here? I was not supposed to unscrew this because now it's going to be really hard to get it reattached. So this bracket, I'm on the driver's side right now. Let me see if I can show you. This little bracket goes right here. Goes attached to the chassis. Right here. Goes attached right there. And then once you attach it, you're supposed to screw it up to that area that you see right there, right? This is the problem. Alright, so you see underneath the headlight and the headlight bracket right here? Look in there. I don't know, let me see. See if I can zoom in. Alright, you see that? That I need secured to that little bracket. You see that? That's an awkward spot to put any kind of wrench through there. So if you ever choose to remove your headlights and get different headlights, or you're gonna reassemble them, never take this screw off right here and just pull it out of the chassis because it's clipped on just by force. You can just unclip it. But see, I did a mistake and I unscrewed this screw. I don't even know how I got to it, to be honest, the first time around. But now I have to find a way to get in there and screw that torque bowl up. That's gonna be difficult. Oh my God, I actually got the bolt. I actually screwed it in. I'll tell you something, my hands are completely destroyed though. Especially because I already injured my pinky playing basketball. You see how swollen it is? Yeah, so I just did that with a messed up hand. That wasn't very fun. All right, now time to go to the passenger side and do the same. I just want to make sure I get that annoying bolt out of the way. If I remember correctly, I think it was actually harder to get to that bolt on the passenger side. So yeah, let's see. You know what, screw it. I went ahead and took this entire plastic bracket that goes around the headlight, just took it off. I pushed the headlight washer completely through the hole right here. It was pretty easy to do, and that's it. I'm just gonna install the headlight to this and then put it on. It should be easier that way. Guys, so instead of trying to do that bracket once it's already on the car, I pretty much just attached the bracket right there with the little housing that goes around the headlights. It should be much easier so I don't have to get to this difficult bolt and tighten it later. I pre-tightened it already. I should be able to easily slip this on, and this little part right here slips right into the chassis. Guys, I finally put the bracket back there, that really tough one. This side is much harder, much harder, because there's an oil cooler right here and it's just blocking it completely. Like, you have to have, like, I don't know, man, flexible hands that with no bones in them in order to get to that bracket. I don't know, I did some weird stuff to get in there. I completely destroyed my hands. Like, they're completely screwed up. I spent way too much time on that. Now I just got to put the bolt here, the bolts up top, and that's it. H2O, baby. Salute. Yeah. All right, so the left one is squared away, looks good, is bolted on nice and secure. Just gotta finish up the right side, but the problem with that is the freaking bracket I gotta do all over again, which is really tough, and it's in there. It's getting a little too dark, and honestly, I'm really hungry. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and finish this up tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys then. All right, day 2, time to finish this project up. Man, I gotta say, the bumper's not even on the car and the headlights look so good. They tend to shine. They're not even on right now, but they still pop. All right, so the passenger side headlight is already installed. Everything's good, tightened up, including that very annoying bracket. Now I have to do the same thing for the driver's side, and it shouldn't be as bad just because there's not an oil cooler there, and I should have more room to work with. Hopefully it doesn't take a long time like the last one. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Also, another thing I decided to do today is I'm gonna buff out these fog lights because they look pretty bad. They're oxidized, they're foggy, and it just would be unfair for the new headlights to have some really bad looking fog lights. So I'm gonna buff those out once I install the driver's side headlight, and it should be looking really good. Just like the other headlight, I decided to remove the plastic headlight housing and attach the bracket to it. Then when I put the headlights into place, I'll clip it on. Driver's side was much easier to clip on the bracket since there isn't anything in the way blocking the location. No oil cooler, just lots of open space. Alright, so all I have to do is just get the regular torque screws on, which are very simple. The ones here on the sides, the top, and the one here by the fender well. After that, I'll go ahead and buff the fog lights, make them look brand new. And then we'll slap the bumper and I'll show you guys exactly what the finished product looks like. All right, time to remove these fog lights. It's very easy to do. Got these 8mm bolts, and I think there's a little clip on the side here that you pull, and I'd say they come right off. All right, guys, so this is what I'm gonna be using to buff the fog lights. I ended up getting the heavy duty Headlight Restoration kit from Meguiar's. They do have 3 levels, like a less severe one, a medium one, and this is the strongest one that they offer. I decided to go with this kit this time. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit on the pricier side compared to other restoration kits. I mean, you do pay for the name. I've used the Turtle Wax one, which was less than 10 bucks. It was really good. I used it on my wife's old Mazda 3. I actually made a video on it. It's the second video I ever published on my YouTube channel. And I've used the 3M brand one as well, which was really cheap and also very good. But I wanted to try this one out this time, especially because it's the heavy duty version and my fog lights look very bad. If you guys want to purchase this kit after seeing the results, I'll leave a link down in the description below, along with links to the other 2 cheaper products. And if you guys purchase something from those links, I will make a small commission and it'll help support the channel. All right, let's see what's in the box. All right, so we have these 2 like sandpaper leg pads. This one's a little bit on the grittier side. This one's much smoother. And we have the polishing pad made out of wool. And I'm guessing this is a handle for the sandpapers. Yeah, so the handle to sand down the fog lights, and this is the polisher and the headlight coating to protect it from yellowing again. Man, you see how bad these are, guys? Here, let me show you in the light how bad these are so you can see exactly what the results are going to be. Yeah, these look terrible. Start with the 1000 grip pad and make sure it's wet along with the fog light. And then you rub it horizontally until most of the oxidation is gone and you can see like an evenly cloudy appearance on the fog light. Make sure to keep the pad and the fog light wet at all times. Dry the fog light and continue with the second 3000 grip pad and do the same, but this time vertically up and down.
Again, dry the fog light, and now apply a nickel size amount of the lens restorer compound to the wool buffing pad and attach it to the electric drill. Spread it evenly on the lens and then buff away until the fog light starts to get clear. Now make sure to dry and fully clean the fog light. Apply the headlight coat to the pad included and evenly apply it in a back and forth overlapping motion.
Alright, so I applied the coat into both fog lights. Now we're just waiting 15 minutes for them to dry up so I can install them onto the bumper and then install the bumper onto the car. Also know it takes 24 hours for the coat to fully cure. So if you're looking to drive before then, I would not recommend it. I think they say you can leave it overnight, but they recommend 24 hours. Alright, so the headlight coating is dry. Man, these look brand freaking new. This is definitely going to change the way the front looks like, because I was rocking like the faded ones for a very long time. There you go. So we got the brand new looking fog lights and we got the new headlights, and they match too, because if you look at the inside housing, it's actually painted black from factory. Unlike the headlights where Bay Optics, they stripped the chrome from the inside and then they painted it black. Oh, this is gonna look sick. Oh, I forgot, I gotta test out the headlights to make sure they work. Definitely wanna try that out before I put the bumper on there, just in case. All right, so they definitely work, but it's too bright for the camera to capture. Holy crap, let me see if I can lower the compensation. It's really hard for the camera to capture, let's see. That's pretty sweet. You see how you get like the full actual rings versus the rings that the car comes with? They're like half lit. Oh yeah, there you go, that's a good angle right there. Fully lit, they're fully lit, and you can't see a single LED bulb. This looks really good. Oh yeah, and this is what happens when I use the blinkers, which is pretty sweet, and that's if I use the blinkers. The white LEDs turn off, and then you got these amber color ones that pop up. Pretty cool. All right, time to assemble everything back together. All right, fog lights are installed, looking very, very good. Time to put the bumper back on. Freaking insane. I can't breathe. That's what happens when you go catless downpipes. Woo, woo, woo. Anyways, I'll take the car off so you guys can see it. Alright guys, so these are what they look like here in the daylight. I mean, they're off right now and they still kind of glow. They pop out. They have like that surprise kind of look to them. Look at the fog lights too. The fog lights are looking extra crispy. Oh yeah. And these headlights are pretty sweet. They're pretty simple. Like I said, I didn't go for anything crazy. I wanted more of an OEM look, and since the black housing here now matches the black housing on the fog lights, it all matches. Now I just have to get white bulbs for the fog lights. See, nice and simple, full lit V3 bright LED rings. Oh yeah, that's a perfect picture right there. Here, let me turn them on so you guys can see what they look like. All right, there we go. I had to lower the compensation all the way down so you guys actually can see the shape of the headlights. They're much brighter in person, but I had to lower the compensation so far just so you guys can see what it looks like when they're on. See? Right here. But obviously they're much brighter than that. Let me lower the compensation a little bit. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, really, really good. Well guys, there you have it. Those are the headlights. I freaking love them. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Like I said earlier, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below if you're interested in getting yourself a pair of headlights like these or any other design offered by Bay Optics. If you use the code VehicleVirals and you are domestic, you do get free shipping, which is normally $75. Or you can just email Jeff. I'll leave his email down in the description below and tell him that VehicleVirals sent you and he'll apply the discount for you. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put the car in the garage. I'm gonna let it sit there overnight so the coating that I put on the fog lights completely heals. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was a fun one, and the headlights look really, really good. And if you guys want to catch the next episode, make sure to subscribe, turn notifications on, that way you don't miss out on it. I think in the next episode, I'm gonna mod the exhaust, and you don't want to miss it, so make sure to subscribe. Oh yeah, and like the video. Take care, guys.